So this is it, the final crossing with one engine, one rudder. We're on our way to Mexico.
Previously on Trio. Hey gang, welcome back. Last time on Trio, we visited Cayo Antilles, home to Cuban scientific monkeys.
Okay, we're going into skinny little channel here. You can see it on the chart.
And we sailed through some very shallow and narrow areas in the southern keys of Cuba. And later, we were challenged by some big storms that were packing high winds and buckets of rain.
Crazy! 36 knots of wind, and the rain is horrendous! Man! Here we go.
This time on Trio, after a quick trip to Isla Juventus for fuel and food, we begin our ominous and disabled 36-hour journey across the Yucatan Passage from Cuba to Mexico. So come along on another wild adventure with the crew of Saltair 3.
We're at Isla Juventus on the south side of Cuba, and it's one of the last stops, so we're just going to get some fuel, hopefully. We're not sure how that's going to work out. We have to go up a river with the dinghy, so stay tuned. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Hop in, Captain.
Hopefully we can find some fresh food too, because we need some.
We're running low on
Everything. We're going to get some for our friends on Sail Pending, and Sandy Feet's going to come up with us too. Pretty remote out here, and nobody around. It's crazy. This whole country feels forgotten. Pretty up in here, eh?
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Yeah. One of the reviews said it was a dirty, smelly river. I am not seeing a dirty, smelly river.
No, it's nice.
Beautiful. I really like it. Oh, there's the ferry dock they were talking about. I think that's where we tie off. So that'd be the ferry docks. I heard of some people bringing their boat up there, but I wouldn't want to do that. No. Oh yeah, there's a bridge up there too. It's funny, all the people are looking at us weird, like, who are they? Like that group over there.
Where do they come from?
Look at a horse-drawn carriage going across the bridge. Yeah, maybe right there. He's calling us back. Back and see him, Cole. Alright, so he told us to go tie up by the catamarans. That's not going to be fun.
So this is the dock that we're supposed to tie up to, right by the catamaran ferries. Not exactly an optimum dinghy dock, but it'll do, I guess. Climb up over the tire, I guess. Awesome. Well, that's to put the anchor out, I guess, right?
Yeah. They talking so fast, I'm only catching half of it. But they just grabbed the jerry cans out of my hands and started walking with them. And then some official guys back there asked for a firma, a signature. So I don't know what's going. A firma, my signature, but I don't really know what was going on. So I'm just winging it. I told him
Diesel is a luxury in Cuba, as is owning a vehicle, and getting diesel here was a long shot. We didn't really need it, but looked forward to the safety cushion of having it.
It's the Ferreteria, the hardware store.
These guys understood what we wanted and saw an opportunity to lend a hand and make a few pesos.
I have no idea where we're going, but this is full-on Cuba here, man. Follow the jerry cans. This is pretty. Paul and Chris are bringing out the rear. And we're at the gas station. Well, it's a cute town, but not a lot of smiling going on. Everybody's just curious as to who we are. That's a beautiful church over there. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on. We'll have to stop here and wait for somebody to come. I'll pull together with a star in his hand. What is that? So
back at the dinghy with jerry jugs full of diesel, the officials caught up with us and told us that this is not a check-in port and we can't be here. But we still need some fresh food, and our buddy boat Sandy Feet hasn't returned yet. So the officials have allowed one of us,
beautiful in here,
just 30 minutes to go back into town to find some fresh food and to find Sandy Feet, but only with these men as escorts.
So we don't know what's happening here. These guys standing over by our boat are the officials. They gave me 20 minutes to go into town, which I rushed with these guys that are sitting down at the end who gave me the tour. I had to buy them a bottle of rum. I didn't have to, but they asked for a bottle of rum. Yes. And they were telling me if I didn't hurry, that they would put handcuffs on me. So that scared me a bit. And then they were kind of joking, but then he goes, no, seriously, we have to go. He said 30 minutes, in Spanish, of course. And so I busted it. I don't think I'm allowed to be filming here right now, so I'm kind of filming discreetly. So yeah, so they carried me all around, took me all around for town. It's quite a cute town. I got some footage of in town, but we just were moving so fast.
Yeah.
I went to the fresh produce market, and all they had was onions. They had some little tiny peppers. There was no tomatoes. There was no cucumbers. There was no...
so weird on an island like this. I mean, why can't they grow food?
He said tomorrow, maybe.
Oh.
So now we sit and we wait to see what the Minister of the Interior, these guys, have in store for us. I think we have to wait until our friends on Sandy Feet get back.
Yeah. Hopefully they get back soon. And hopefully they're not looking for us or something.
Hopefully they get back soon so they don't get in trouble.
Yeah.
Because he told us that this is not an international port, but this is just national.
It's not a tourist port, it's a commercial.
So they're coming to see us now film, we're coming over in the third way.
Okay.
So? No problem. No problem. We're waiting here for Sandy Feet. They won't let us leave until our other boat family shows up. We feel like we're kind of...
We're in prison, and they're probably having lunch,
having an ice cream, walking through the town. They're nice, the guys here, the Ministry of Internal...
Yeah, they said no problem.
Yeah.
So we're not in huge trouble.
But they're not letting us go anywhere. We're stuck here.
Kind of sad. I'd like to see more.
Yeah, me too.
I made friends with the guy.
You made friends?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So we got that one for sure. It's whether we go from here to here tomorrow or here to there and then to there. Well, it depends when we're planning on crossing from there to there, quite honestly. I mean, I don't care how we get there. I just want to make sure that we're staged there for the shortest possible route.
Yes, and same with us too, because hand steering, we need the shortest bus.
Yeah, you're totally exposed.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I mean, they've been sort of coming around here.
Yeah, it does go deeper in if it's
south wind.
Yeah, it shows an anchorage. Mooring calls here?
Yeah, they say you can't use them now, but whatever. I mean,
if you show up late, pick it up, and then
it
leave.
says people have anchored at 15 feet there.
Right.
So this
might be miserable. It might be great. I mean, I don't. You know, I guess what we don't know is, I mean, is the feel of that you have to actually, somebody has to be sitting there 24/7. Whenever the boat's moving, somebody has to be sitting there, which we've never.
And it's not just the sitting there. It's the problem is you need backup because you have to have. If you want a glass of water, you're not getting a glass of water. If you want to go pee for just that 2 seconds, you can't.
Right.
So it's almost like if someone sleeps there and you go an hour on, an hour off would be sort of what we're thinking.
Right. Well, unfortunately, I mean, we knew this was coming.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
Yeah.
The weather, I don't know that the weather can be any better than it's
No, it's looking good. This is a good window.
It's shaped up better than we thought this morning.
What scares me though is if we start the journey.
Here, we waste time up here, then we don't have the opportunity to leave earlier, or we don't. We're shaving our window on either side if we don't just go straight down.
But we know that the weather window doesn't close until early
night.
Sunday morning, Saturday night.
Yeah, Saturday night I would say. I wouldn't go into Sunday
you need
at all.
to be there Saturday.
So we're up here.
But I mean, you don't want to pull in the Isla Juventus at night.
No. Got all our weather here. 4 different models. What we're doing is trying to get Chris Park on the SSB, but it's not very strong right now.
So this is it, the final crossing with one engine, one rudder. We're on our way to Mexico. We were planning a 4:30 departure this morning, and then when we got up, there was just lightning everywhere and the wind was howling. So we decided to go back to bed for a couple more hours, and we finally departed at 7 a.m. So we've got wind coming at us southwest, which is just where we want to be going. And we're going kind of slow, 4.8, but that's okay, it's reasonable. And the wind is supposed to calm down, so we're trying to make as much speed as we can while we've got the wind. Whoa! That was scary. That was the biggest bang I've ever heard. Okay, stand by. We're back. The waves are getting bigger as we get out into the deeper water here. Some of the swells are massive. I have to say, one of the hardest things about cruising is choosing your weather window. And we've been watching the weather like a hawk, updating twice a day at the update, and trying to analyze it the best you can to make your best choices, but it's tough, man. And right now, everything's running at almost 10 knots higher than they predicted, so that makes it challenging. We're traveling with our buddy boats on Sandy Feet and Sail Pending. They're off our port side, out about half a mile to a mile. And we're all making slow progress, but you know the sun is kind of shining. These guys are only semi-ominous now. And yeah, we just want to get there so bad. Mexico, here we come! Should be, I don't know, somewhere like 36 to 40 hours. Let's see. Update you soon again. So we're 3 hours into it, and the waves are massive. And it says rough track because we had to tack out so we could get around a point up here, otherwise we're going to sail right into land. The wind's just not in our favor today. Lots of it. It goes the wrong way.
Oh, we shouldn't have left. We should have just waited.
We'll see how conditions progress.
Nobody else on moving on.
Yep, we're moving on.
They're right on the nose. We just have a wave hit so hard and so big, it hit the underside of the bimini, soaked the roof, the inside, and in the cockpit. It's still dripping off the bimini.
Raining inside.
Big seas, man. Luckily you didn't get it, Cole. That bulkhead right there protected you.
Yeah.
Seas are, no kidding, 12 feet. Some bigger.
That's a big one.
Yeah. We shouldn't be out here. Wow, the seas are super rough.
Oh, Alberto. We just got soaked in the face from a wave coming this way.
Right straight through. That's why Krista's hair is wet. They got to be 15 feet high, and we're going into them. Can't believe we're going into them.
It's like old times. Going down the thorny path.
Wait for an east wind. No, let's go when it's west. Wow. That was a big one. 20 plus knots of wind, 2 reefs in the jib or in the main, half a jib out. We're doing 5.5 knots. And we got 36 hours to go. Yay! Wow. Holy shit. Just got thrown in the air and thrown onto the chair. And a wave just went right over top of us. Luckily I was standing over the chair. Oh, my heart's going crazy right now. That was nuts. Alright, it's a couple hours later.
It's been pretty good. We've actually been able to use the autopilot for a while. And we're ripping along.
The dinghy is going mental though. You hobby horse over some of these waves and it's so big it bounces back on itself sometimes. Oh. Cole's crashed out. The seas are just yeah, they're a little bit bigger than what we're used to. They're quite a bit bigger than what we're used to, so he's crashed. And inside, a few things are falling around. Oh well. That was a big one. Hey, well, it's 2 in the morning after beating into it all day long with multiple tacks. We are making a pit stop. We're not going to cross the Yucatan today because there's just no wind now. We had all that wind, 27, 28 knots of wind at one point in time, wind shifts of 170 degrees. So we're making a pit stop here at the very end of Cuba, and wait till you see the seas now. They're like dead calm. We're just motoring along. But the jib's out, 5 knots of wind. Our good friend Sandy Feet. I don't know if the camera will pick out their anchor light, but they're about 12 minutes ahead. They got here an hour ago, and they were enough to hang out with us and wait and do the crossing of the Yucatan with us together. And probably 2 days once those storms blow over and the trade winds return, because we were west wind, west waves, and we said we wouldn't cross without an east wind and following seas. Instead we did the exact opposite. So dumb. Wow, we were swayed into that opinion, so that's the way it goes. Tomorrow will be a beautiful day. There's a gorgeous smell in the air. It smells like arbutus or jasmine. Krista finished her shift and crashed in the cockpit. But I gotta wake her up in about 2 minutes. So we'll see you in the morning, if not earlier. Ciao.
Well, that's it for this episode of Trio Travels. Thanks for watching, and thanks for the thumbs ups and the cool comments. You guys make us smile. Recently, it seems Google has changed its payment policy, and the little we made has shrank. Now more than ever, we really appreciate the support, large and small, of our patrons. You truly keep the videos coming. Interested in an adventure with us on Saltair 3? Visit our website for details. And we'll see you next time on Trio. Cheers!